The demographic challenges of China are striking.
The one-child policy has been implicated in an increase in forced abortions. A 2001 report exposed that a quota of 20,000 abortions and sterilizations was set for Huaiji County in Guangdong Province in 1 year due to reported disregard of the one-child policy. China's population is predominantly male, with 120 males for every 100 females. One cause is the illegal practice of sex-selective abortion made possible by the widespread availability of ultrasound. China's one-child policy has reached a crossroads after 2 decades of stricter implementation in urban areas. Local government corruption in rural areas lies at the center of this urban-rural demographic imbalance. Bribes are often paid to evade the enforcement of the one-child policy. As a result of these different levels of enforcement, urban governments now face a starker demographic reality than their less prosperous rural counterparts, while the one-child policy has become a key catalyst of rural unrest and as a symbol of rural-urban inequality.
As Chinese men grow older, their burden for their elders becomes more insane.
Another demographic trend to watch out for in China is aging, as China experiences a dramatic fall in fertility rates to below replacement levels. In Beijing, births may already be down to 1.4 to 1.5 per woman. In Shanghai, the ratio appears to be less than 1 at 0.96 births per female. All this leads to a rapidly aging population in China. By 2025, the average age in China will be 40, compared with the average age in 1995 of 27. Care of the elderly is clearly going to become a massive problem for Chinese authorities, since the only social security system for most of the country's poor is their family. And in 2025, parents will have few offspring on which to depend.
The big cause of concern at the moment is the fact that the young people have to save a lot in order to feed their grandparents and take care of them. Old people's homes do not exist like this here as they do in the Western world.
An additional problem for a generation of only child is the Qiao Wang Di, or so-called Little Emperor Syndrome. In fact, some parents may overindulge their only child. Since the 90s, some people have worried that this will result in a higher tendency toward poor social communication and cooperation skills among the new generations, as they have no siblings at home. These little emperors are regularly deplored in the state-run press. China's children are growing up self-centered, narrow-minded, and incapable of accepting criticisms, declared Yang Shaosheng, editor of a prominent journal, in a recent interview in the Beijing Star Daily. And a natural consequence for kids expecting instant gratification is obesity. The Chinese experts found an increase of 156% in the numbers of obese children between 1996 and 2006. Meanwhile, the number of overweight children grew 52%.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
China is asking where all the girls have gone. And the sobering answer is that the world's fastest growing economy is confronting a demographic disaster. One-child policy led to prenatal selection and has produced the largest gender imbalance in the world. Experts predict the potentially disastrous social consequences of this sex imbalance. The shortage of women resulting in men unable to marry and have a family have already increased mental health problems and socially disruptive behavior among men. Increased numbers of forced prostitution with a resultant rise in sexually transmitted diseases have been reported. Besides, the scarcity of females has resulted in kidnapping and trafficking of women for marriage. There are fears that these consequences could be a real threat to China's stability in the future.
They've got little to offer.
Go. Yeah, you're ready. Go. Now.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when.
It's going.
In Chinese, yeah. All in Chinese.
Anything. We can say anything.
What's your favorite liquor? Oh, no, hey, do your dance. Now, Tim, do your dance. Hey, do your dance. Just like the movie star. Oh, Maria, Maria. Describe how the monkey makes it feel.
The demographic. The demographic challenges are striking. Campaign. And what we have found is that a lot of men have no.
Yeah, give it more.
You're a pretty girl. It's not even started.
One more time. Keep it going.
No.
Wait, keep it going, keep it going.
Let's do it in Okay. The demographics of China are striking. So, it's going to be a lot. This is David Attenborough in a cab in Beijing.
Why am I talking to you?
I think we went record.